Combining the Obsbot Tail 2 with the Obsbot Talent creates a powerful and versatile setup for live streamers, content creators, and small video productions. I've already made a dedicated video about the Obsbot Tail 2. That means that you should know that the Tail 2 is a pan, tilt, zoom, and rotate camera. This camera has advanced AI tracking features. It's able to record in 4K 60 fps or Full HD up to 120 fps. It has 5x optical zoom, but it can also combine it with a digital zoom to reach up to 12x zoom. It is equipped with a wide array of ports like NDI, SDI, HDMI, USB, and Ethernet. This camera is kind of unique because it can easily record vertical content because it has a rotor system inside the optical group where it switches to 90 degrees to be able to record in vertical mode without losing resolution like you will do if you film in horizontal and crop the medium region of the frame for vertical content. This camera is also excellent in low light because it has a 1/2 inch sensor, but it also has a dual gain circuit. And that will help a lot the camera to record cleaner images without much noise. This camera has very useful hand-free controls where you can use hand gestures or voice controls. And last but not least, this camera has a 5000 mAh built-in battery that will help running the camera for 5 hours while recording or live streaming. But in case you need to record for longer period of time, you can always power the camera externally with a USB-C port. And when you pair a couple of these Obsbot Tail 2 with Obsbot Talent, that is an incredible device because it's basically working as a switcher, encoder, recorder, monitor, and controller of the cameras. With a very small and tiny setup, you can cover very complex setups. You can connect and record with 3 Obsbot cameras simultaneously while using the NDI protocol and the Obsbot Talent. And that's extremely helpful because you don't need to wire cables all around the venue and you can easily control a difficult multicam setup just with this device. And if you're thinking that the 3-camera setup is not enough for you, you can also have 4 physical ports where you can connect 4 extra cameras to the 3 cameras you're going to control over NDI for a total control of 7 cameras just with this tiny device. You can also add an external audio recorder thanks to the 3.5mm jack, and obviously you can also monitor that audio recorder thanks to the headphone out. The monitor is using a very bright and sharp 5.4 inch AMOLED screen, so it's extremely helpful if you're filming in a venue where there is a lot of light. For example, if you're filming outdoor. The interface of the Talent is extremely easy to understand and it is very smooth to operate because it's based on Android software. In case you're running very long sessions and you're afraid of running out of power, you can always power the device thanks to the power supply port, or you can auto-swap the batteries thanks to the 2 slots of the Sony NP-F batteries. Now that we have a quick overview of the 2 devices, let's talk about the advantages of using these 2 devices together. This is a professional multicam setup, no questions about it. The Talent's ability to connect and control multiple Obsbot Tail 2 cameras, especially if you use the NDI protocol, is truly simplifying complex multicam setups. If you are planning to record or live stream events for paying clients, when you're recording in big venues full of network connections, mobile smartphone, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, it is pretty easy to get some interferences. And that's a recipe of a disaster, and you can have problems with latency or drop of connectivity. So my recommendation in these occasions is to wire the cameras with the USB ports and the HDMI ports. And if you still want to use some cameras over NDI, maybe use some of them on the back as a backup cameras to cover more wider shots. So not use those cameras as a cam for the live stream. And in case the connectivity of one of those cameras will drop, you can easily switch to one of the A cam you have presetted on the Obsbot Talent. If you're a content creator and you're planning to film yourself, using the NDI protocol with the 5 GHz router is not going to be a big problem. You will actually have a good user experience because you don't have to wire cables all around your little studio. In my opinion, the most amazing feature of this setup is the ability to control the cameras over NDI with the Obsbot Talent. While using the touchscreen interface on the Obsbot Talent, you can move and control some of the settings of the Obsbot Tail 2. You cannot change the recording settings inside the camera. To do so, you need to use your smartphone and the Obsbot app. But for anything else, like changing the framing of the camera, zooming in and out, or enabling the human tracking feature, you can simply do all of this in the Obsbot Talent, and I find that extremely helpful and is giving me a great user experience. If we set a multicam setup where we have a multi-view and we see the feed through HDMI 1, here we can add the webcam connected via USB, and on the third scene we have the NDI connection. Save. Here we can have an overview of the delay between the three different type of connection. I think the delay between the different type of connectivity is tolerable, but let me know what do you think in the comment area below, and if you find this delay usable or not for your live streams. If you're wondering if it's worth adding the Obsbot Talent to your kit of Obsbot cameras, I highly suggest you considering adding it in your kit, because this is an extremely easy and portable solution to monitor and control all your cameras, even without cables. If you're on a budget, you can still control and monitor the Obsbot cameras with your smartphone and the Obsbot app, but switching from a camera to another can be a little bit clunky and you can lose a bit of time. And if you are monitoring a live event, it's important to be fast. So adding the Obsbot Talent in your kit is going to be much better and safer for your live video production. In the near future, I will post some tests regarding the other connectivity ports of the Obsbot Tail 2, so stay tuned for that video. That will probably come soon. If you are interested in the Obsbot Tail 2 and the Obsbot Talent, I will leave some affiliate link that you can use to support the channel. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!